What is up, people? It is Brian with Oneset.com, and I am going to try to do my first Q&A. I want to thank all of you who reached out to me to give me questions, so I had some content for the video. There are actually a good number of questions, so I'm not going to get to them all in this video, but I will probably make a part 2, maybe even a part 3, and get to your questions. You guys took time to ask it, I'll take time to answer it. They might not be the best answers, or even the correct ones, but I'll give you my answers, so let's get right to it. Alright, so question number 1 is from Zach. I'm not gonna butcher anyone's name. So, Zach from YouTube asked, how long have I been training and how old am I? Strangely enough, I have a birthday in a couple weeks. I was born on May 26, 1980, which makes me an ancient 36 years old. Mentally, I don't feel 36 years old, but when I wake up in the morning, I feel somewhere around 62. And I started training when I was 15 years old, so I'm coming up on 21 years under the bar. Lots of injuries, lots of experience, but I feel like it's made me a better man for going through it all. Thanks for your question. Question number 2. Associated87 asked if I'd ever trained in martial arts. Yes. A lot of my background is in MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I've trained in it since I was a teenager. I even ran a karate school when I was in college, and I'm a 3rd degree black belt in Shotokan karate, strangely enough. One thing led to another. I got involved in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that just kind of grew. I do occasionally still roll. I don't need to be getting hit in the head anymore. I can't remember much anyway. Getting hit in the head is like a credit card. It may not matter right now, but eventually you're gonna have to pay, and I already am paying. So I will still roll from time to time. I would like to do it more, but honestly with the business and the startup, it's just not enough hours in the day, man. But thanks for asking. Aaron Starks asked, can you make an assistance exercise / tip video for overhead pressing? Yup. It's definitely the worst. You can be expecting an overhead press tip video as well as a deadlift series. Just trying to put out a couple videos a week, and believe it or not, the YouTube stuff isn't as easy as it looks. I thought it'd be simple. I thought it wouldn't take up much time. Between the taping and the editing and the uploading, it's a little part-time job. But I'm enjoying it, so yes, you will definitely get some overhead press videos as well as deadlift, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Just gonna keep trying to make videos, man. All right, next question is from Ed on Facebook, and he wants me to talk about beginners being a little intimidated to come into the gym and what I think they should do about that. All right, Ed, I actually know you and I know why you're asking the question. I appreciate it, but my advice is not for you because you are not a beginner, my friend. If you are a beginner, I'm gonna hit you with some real hard truths here. Truth number 1, you're not that important. Now, I'm not saying that you're not important as a person. I think you're very important. I like you a lot. But what I am saying is that when you go to the gym, no one cares about what you're doing. I know you feel that way. I know you feel like they're staring at you or talking about you or whatever, but it's not happening. They're there doing their thing. You're doing your thing. No one cares. Well, at least the people who matter don't care. They're just happy you're there. If anyone in the gym is actually talking about you in a negative way, they're jerks. And you really shouldn't care what jerks think because they're gonna be jerks no matter what. You could be the greatest thing in the world and they're still gonna be jerks. You can trust me on that. So don't care about them. You're there doing your thing. Worry about you getting better every single day. If you're always worried about what someone else is gonna think or someone else is gonna say, you're gonna be paralyzed by fear and you're not gonna get anything done. That's not how you wanna live your life, and there's no way to approach something like lifting. Truth number 2, there's a couple things that you can do in the gym to really up your cred. Number 1, be consistent. If you're there day after day after day after day, even if you're not getting results, people respect that. People respect consistency, unless you're one of those people who just gets on the treadmill and walks while reading the paper or talking on their cell phone or doing whatever. You need to stop that. You're not who I'm talking about. You need to get off treadmill. Which brings me to point number 2, leave your phone at home. If you can actually hold a separate conversation, then you're not focused on what you're actually doing at the time. When you're at the gym, be at the gym. Don't be wishing you're someplace else having a conversation with somebody. You're already spending time away from your loved ones or your fun time or your puppies, I don't know. But you're already spending time away from them, so you might as well make that time worth it and shorter by actually being focused and spending the time where you're at. I can only speak for myself in my gym, but I can honestly say no one cares if you deadlift 5 pounds or 500 pounds. Of course, people are gonna be happy for you for whatever you're doing, but all people respect is effort. If you're giving out 100% of your effort and doing everything you can to succeed, people will respect that. And if they don't, they should be punched in the face. I consider myself a pretty serious lifter who has spent a lot of time in a lot of commercial gyms, a lot of personal gyms, and now my own gym. And what I can say is that the people who are actually in shape is about 0.2% of the actual gym members. If you're intimidated to get into the gym, you need to think of it like going to the mall or going to the store. The exact same population that is at that store is at the gym. There's no different. There's people who are in shape and there's people who are not so much in shape. Believe me, every single time you go in the gym, there's gonna be someone in better shape than you and someone not as good a shape as you. Most people fall somewhere in the middle. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, all that you need to do is work hard, give 100% of your effort, stop talking on your phone on the treadmill, and be consistent about it. Everyone can respect those things. Like I said, if they don't, there's nothing you can do to change their opinion. Get in the gym and work hard, it will change your life. Thanks for asking, Ed. Adam Summers asked, do you know the Muffin Man? All right, this is one that I know a lot of you have been waiting for. I got numerous questions about nutrition. My nutrition is very basic. I eat dead animals, lots of fats, lots of vegetables. That's it. When I'm eating clean. Don't worry about the burritos and the double cheeseburgers. Those don't even count. I know there are 1,000 different opinions on this subject. I'm just telling you what works for me. I find that if I keep my protein high and my carbs high and my fat low, I get fat. It's what happens for me. Not saying it's gonna happen for you, I'm saying it happens for me. I get fat. If I keep my protein high and I keep my carbs low and I keep my fat low, I get weak. Not saying it's gonna happen to you, I'm just saying that happens to me. If I keep my protein high and my fat's really high and my carbohydrates pretty low, just from vegetable sources, I get lean and I stay strong. Again, I'm not saying it's gonna work for you, I'm saying it works for me. As far as protein, I eat a lot of red meat. I know a lot of people are against that, but I like red meat and I don't really like birds. I ate so much George Foreman grilled chicken as a younger man that I've lost all taste for it unless it's covered in barbecue sauce or hot sauce, or it's on a chicken wing or on a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So I do eat chicken, just not a ton of it. I like fish that is uncooked. Not so crazy about cooked fish, so I eat a lot of red meat, and to be completely honest, I do a ton of protein shakes. I did a review about BPI Sports and someone said, come on man, you don't do that many supplements. Have some integrity. First, I want to punch you in the face. Secondly, I hate to tell you guys, but I do. I came from a job for the past decade that I didn't have good quality meals readily available. So what did I do? I lived off protein shakes, fish oil, and mixed nuts all day long. Then I come home and have one big meal. Now that I'm out of that job and I own my own gym, it's honestly not that much different. I wake up in the morning, I have a protein shake, fish oil, vitamin D. I have black coffee with 2 tablespoons of grass-fed butter and 2 tablespoons of MCT oil every single morning. That's more fat than most people get in a given day. All of my beef comes from a local farm where I've actually visited and seen how the cows are treated. Really low on antibiotics. They're all grass-fed, pasture-raised. Also get eggs from that place, pork from that place. All my milk comes from that place. I drink more milk than a calf. No lie, it is close to almost a gallon a day. Whole fat milk from grass-fed cows. I also eat at least an avocado a day, usually more than one. I eat eggs almost daily, along with pork, and then vegetables. I eat a ton of vegetables. I'm not picky with my vegetables. I don't eat potatoes, they make me fat. Other than that, I just fill the rest of my diet up with vegetables. So it's dead animals, they're byproducts, lots of good healthy fat, tons and tons of vegetables, and then protein shakes, guys. I know a lot of people are hating that, but to be completely honest, with my schedule, the time, and the convenience of the matter, protein shakes work for me. I'm not trying to sell you here, I'm just telling you what I do. So there you go, I actually plan on making an entire video about nutrition, but for right now, that's a basic idea of what my diet looks like. Alright guys, so I'm gonna cut it there so hopefully the video isn't too long. Special thank you to everyone who asked questions. If I did not get to your questions, I will try to make a part 2 where I do answer them, if you guys like this. So hopefully you guys found it a little informative, hopefully it was a little entertaining. Let me know if you liked it, let me know if you hated it, let me know if you think I should stop making YouTube videos. That would save me some time. If you guys would like to see me do another Q&A session, or if you have questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'm just going to be compiling questions and answering some of them every couple videos. For some of you that ask more in-depth questions, don't worry, I didn't just skip over you. They just may warrant a video all to itself. So keep an eye out for that, but it wasn't that I just intentionally skipped over you. Anyway guys, it was fun and thank you very much for watching. I will catch up with you early next week, hopefully with a good video about a PR. But until then, keep working hard, be nice to each other, and I'll catch up with you next time.